What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee from Champions Chat alongside TWF Gaming. Got Flex in the house, and we are about to reveal the new May Madness MLC. Flex, any last words before we click the button and show everybody what we're going to show them?
May was phenomenal. Excited to roll out what we have coming up for the month. It's going to be a little bit of a month of change, but the month we are closing the books on right now was a phenomenal month of change as well. So excited to see how this coming month rolls out post Mania.
Well, let's see what it is right here. And there you are. The top of the blog has two new characters right there. I'm sure what everybody was guessing. Can you tell me who those two characters are, Flex?
We got Big Boss Man and we got the Disciple, Brutus.
Brutus Beefcake.
Isn't that wild? Getting another Brutus. I've been wanting another Boss Man. I'm not one to really poke at cards or anything like that. I just feel like his career kind of got overshadowed by so much, but he's, he deserves a quality card in the game, or at least another opportunity for a card.
Yep. Well, let's read through some things. We're going to read it, we're going to discuss it, and then we're going to power rate Penta, and then we'll read it again. That's kind of tonight's agenda here. So, May Madness, the invasion begins. Stone Cold Steve Austin, once the Ultimate Rebel, now leads the Alliance, turning WWE Champions on its head. But he's not alone. A new Big Boss Man brings enforcement to the madness alongside the Disciple and a revamped Undertaker. So, just to point out real quick, we're talking about the invasion and the Alliance. The Disciple and the Boss Man were not a part of that angle at all. But
Lee.
Stop
it.
I don't know.
We're not playing Connect 4 here. You know that, right?
Right.
We're playing Guess Who.
We're playing Guess Who. That's right. Well, unlock new Brutus Beefcake. That's the Disciple, for those who didn't know that. Big Boss Man and the Alliance leader Stone Cold Steve Austin throughout May. And I'll read the gears and the revamp, and then I'll give you the next section, Flex. Also, National Nurses Week celebration. Find the new nurse gear for Steve Austin, Austin 316, in the Week 1 Midweek Contest. And get the nurse gear for Steve Austin, the Alliance, on the Armory prize wall and in the Armory loot all month long. So, this is another way that Stone Cold Austin 316 is getting better. Like, that's
wild.
That's wild. Yeah. And also, we've got a revamp on the Phenom Undertaker. None other than the Phenom received a revamp this month. You can earn him up to 6-star gold in the Armory Loot contest. Climb the top milestones for the new invasion moment. Flex, there is someone in that picture on screen right now that does not work for this company. Do you notice that?
Yeah. I do. He's pretty big. He's massive.
Well, he doesn't work for the company anymore.
At WWE.
Yeah.
The revamp I'm excited by because obviously I love revamps, but also because I have the opportunity to get a fuse for this taker so I can save my resources on him because he got a revamp on his trainer not that long ago, and I wanted that trainer, but I didn't want to use Ultimate tokens on there. So
Yep. I think I did just recently take him 6 gold for that reason. So I think I missed my mark, but oh well. Well, let's see. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll read the Into Madness. You read the improvements in May, because otherwise you're going to read like 2 paragraphs and be done. So Into the Madness Stipulation tours. So there's new tours with new rules every 24 hours. And you get to equip a free 99 MP perk to supercharge those battles. So you see all male damage on the 6th. I don't know what that means. You're doing damage if you're a guy, I guess. Whatever. On the 7th, multi and blue gems. What's that?
I guess we'll see.
Yeah, right. Blast and red on the 8th. Pin damage or pin bonus or something and any gems, trap and purple, botch and green, and then female damage on the 12th. So, we do balance that out. But step into the madness where unique daily rules, leaderboard battles, and massive rewards await. I'm interested to see what massive means, including the debut superstar shards, Armory loot coins, and a free plus 99 MP perk. Keep the action fast and rewarding. So, Flex, take it from here. New improvements in May.
Improvements in May. Oh, gosh. Maybe I should whisper some of these. Coming off a very special WrestleMania month with weekly contests and prize rolls, here's what's keeping the excitement going this month. Rewards and prize roll improvements. Hold on. I'm going to keep it on this. Actually, I'm going to keep it on my screen.
Okay.
Month-long prize roll updates. Find new bundles of 500 shards for various contest superstars useful throughout the May Madness contest. So all the contests that you see, all the CSS that's there, probably tours as well as the events, there will be 500 shard bundles of them. We asked for a graphic. We don't have that, but that's going to be one of the main features of this coming wall. It will be a month-long wall versus what we've had this month with the mini wall being weekly. So it doesn't mean it's any less rewarding, just going back to the format that we were more used to. Buy the Pro Star Pack for the 50% off prize wall, now with exclusive access to top-tier superstar shards. So that's what you get for unlocking the premium wall, the 50% off wall. You get the discount, plus you get access to superstars, much like we've seen this monthly, where the premium wall, the premium Pro Star Pack got you access to stuff that the regular wall did not give you access to. So it's nice that they're keeping that theme going for those that purchased that.
Yep.
Straps and shards in the Armory prize wall. Armory got a massive boost this Mania month, and there's a lot of excitement around that. Pick from an array of high-value straps offering 100 to 150% gem damage. Enjoy a big selection of helpful contest superstar posters and shards. So again, Armory is back, and hopefully the access comes along with that we had this month. I liked Armory the first month. Once I got to really understand it a little more, it just needed tweaks. It needed more balance, and it needed more access and accessibility to those medallions or wall shits, as I call them. 5-star prize wall rewards. These rewards have been moved directly into the weekly Brutus the Disciple tour. Okay. Now claim these top prizes right away instead of waiting. So again,
let's talk about that real quick, because that's a big deal. So instead, if you get the 5-star, instead of having to wait to get the things at the end, you just get those bonuses you would have gotten each week in that tour. So if they handle it like they handle the victory tours, I'm very happy with that. I love the victory tours being a weekly reset. Yeah,
there's I liked what they did with the this MLC with a lot of the changes that we experienced, and a couple tweaks here and there, yes, but I really liked what they did, and definitely progress for in many ways. So we're going to be continuing some of that, and some of it is going to be reverting with the overlay of the stuff that we saw in Mania month. So we never really had shard bundles in the month-long wall. So yes, the month-long wall is coming back versus the weekly, but we are seeing stuff that we haven't seen there before. And the Pro Star Pack is still giving you access to that. Now, game mode improvements. You want me to continue on this, Lee?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. New weekly challenge battles. Take on new weekly challenge battle, rotating through diverse game modes for a fresh and exciting experience. Earn valuable Big Boss Man SWAT shards and tons of Armory loot coins every week. Into the Madness Stipulation Tour. Experience a brand new fast-paced and fun Stipulation Tour with unique daily rules. So every day has its own flavor, taste, and all that. Load up on Armory loot coins and many Stipulation chips. Compete on the leaderboard to win debut shards and even more Armory loot coins. Supercharge your battles for free with a free 99 MP perk and the perks setup screen. So nice that everyone's getting that. Superstar Showdown revamp. The Superstar Showdown is now open to everyone, which I thought it was already, but I guess not. Those who utilize revamped Superstars will gain powerful buffs, adding a strategic element. I like what they did this past month, the mini month, with the buffs that were there. Just because it's so task-based, damage-based, all that, and it just made it, when you only have 6 energy, it made it a lot more palatable.
Right.
So I definitely like that element returning, and them focusing on the revamp superstars, especially if they're a little underpowered, like we saw a little bit of that this month. It's nice that that's there.
You're saying it wasn't the Eddie Guerrero of our dreams, but hey, Penta was amazing.
I didn't have to use 3 Migos this month, so I was happy.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I'll give that.
All right, here's your journey to success. How do you get the new superstars this month? So your free tier, B tier, is the Disciple WWE NWO Brutus Beefcake. Don't have his trainer ability yet. That box will be filled in later. You claim 20 shards for free in the daily login, just like you always, well, not always have, but have in the last couple months. You get them at 2-star gold after 4 days, or you can buy the Jumpstart pack to unlock them early, and there's, of course, a 24-hour tour if you get him day one. You can also pull him from some of the random bags and etc. And then you earn other shards for new superstars throughout this month and their dedicated contests. And there you can see Disciple is a striker, Bossman is a powerhouse, he's your A tier, and Steve Austin is a trickster, our second trickster Steve, including the Hall of Fame version of him, and he's S tier. So we do not have the S plus tier yet. So there should be at least one, if not probably 2 more characters that will come out this month that are S plus tier. Flex, before I read a whole lot more in this little chain here, any guesses on the S plus tiers based on what we're seeing so far?
Another Cena?
Another Cena. NWO Cena would be the greatest.
NWO Cena would actually be a great one just as a gimmick card. I honestly, I don't really know what to think of this one. This one is probably going to be, well, we have X-Pac. I mean, we have the NWO cards. I mean,
right.
Well, once we get the Steiner's NWO, maybe.
Maybe. Well, if it's the Alliance theme, the Alliance was, ECW guys, so maybe Rob Van Dam, Bubba Ray Dudley, those guys, and then WCW's like undercard, like Sean Stasiak and, well, Booker T. Booker T would be great.
If we get an S tier plus Stasiak, then I think we have
Kurt
some
Angle, right? That would be hilarious. All right, so here's the Shards overview for their superstar journey. Big Boss Man, SWAT, A tier. Again, we don't have the trainer. And I'm going to try and scroll these slow for people who screenshot, but I'm not going to read every number on this because it's a lot. Yeah. But the good news is, if you are free to play, the regular shards do add up to where by the end of the contest you should be able to have the A tier boss man in there. So there are some in the premium prize wall. There's weekends. There's a 4-weekend contest. The midweeks are going to have them. Leaderboards will have them. And total out of 2,000 recruit is 2,235. If you go on the free side, 1,170 on the premium shards to unlock them early. Mike Awesome would be great, as long as they don't do that 70s guy Mike Awesome. That would be great. Steve Austin, the Alliance, is your S tier. Again, doesn't have a trainer in there yet. S tier characters, I'm going to try and put this on screen just enough for a minute for everybody to screenshot, and then I'll scroll down. But S tier characters are typically not free to play, but you can get them, over the course of couple of months as a free-to-play player, usually with the additional offers and things they do in later tours and etc. But you'll see 1,950 out of 3,000. So you would be 1,050 shards short if you're trying on the free-to-play side, and then there's an additional 1,635 on the premium, which means some spending, having rare characters, doing some bonus milestones, and etc. Also, bonus shards can be found in the store, loots, and offers at WWEChampions.com. Flex, tell us about the Armory loot.
Let me switch back. Scroll down. All right. So, Armory loot contest. Max milestone 5 million. That stays the same. Collect Armory loot coins in midweek contests and tours and spend them to progress. The higher you climb, the better the fuse up reward for the revamped Undertaker. That's the PH Phenom Undertaker who recently got probably about 4 or 5 months ago now, got a boost in his training ability. So you'll get the 6-star for free, 6-star gold for free, climbing that up. Reach the top milestones to unlock the new invasion moment, tier 6 medals. We don't know what the moment does just yet. Don't look too closely at it. There's a character that's no longer with the company. Don't.
I want to talk about that picture in a minute. When you read all this, let's talk about that picture in a minute.
Rare skill plates and May Madness 6-star gold loot coins. You may also find a new moment in the Armory moments loot. So the Cena one was in there. I know a bunch of people got it from there. I got it from the Armory. That's probably going to be one of the first places a lot of people go to when they start collecting Armory loot coins. But it is going to be in there as well. So we got confirmation on that. STC, but at least for now, we have a self-confirmation.
Right.
Redeem power loot coins on the Armory of Champions prize wall for guaranteed items. We got Nurse Steve, Gear Boost. We don't know what that is just yet. We have the pricing, STC, and John Cena, TLIN, LTIN. The last time is now shards, 500 for basically 376,000 wall shits. So, again, subject to change, or try your luck in the loots that we've had the last 2 months, and the guarantee should return, I would imagine, because we got that this current MLC, so that should remain for the upcoming MLC.
All right, so if this moment were like, okay, so remember when they did the TMNT moment and everyone was like, wait a second, there's room for another person in this, or they did the Wyatt 6 moment, it was like, well, obviously Uncle Howdy's coming. Okay, so in this lineup, we've got Undertaker, which Phenom's getting a revamp. Okay, so we know that. We've got a character that we know Captain Insano cannot be in the game right now. We've got Kane. We've got Shane O'Mac. We've got Booker T. We've got Kurt Angle. Austin, we know there's new Austin. And Rock. If you had to say, okay, what if, I don't know this is anything for sure, I have no inside information, but if the S+ tier characters came from that picture, which two would you pick?
Kane. I don't need a second. Just Kane.
Okay.
Kane twice. Give me 2 new Kanes.
2 new Kanes. Okay.
Give me 2 new Kanes.
All right, sounds good. Well, I'm going irrelevant Booker T and irrelevant Kurt Angle. That would be my 2. So, hey, as long as we don't get another Rock, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
Austin keeps getting buffed, so
yeah. With this new gear on the striker Austin 316. Like, tomorrow, we're all going to be pumping out videos, and I can't imagine that he's not going to be another one where it's like, how did they make him so good? But, anyway, Kickoff Talent Up, or sorry, not Kickoff Talent Up, Kickoff Contest, 24 hours only. If you talent up Brutus the Beefcake, the Disciple, and spin the loot, you can get to the max milestone of 3 million. You can kickstart the contest with the Brutus Beefcake Jumpstart Pack in the store. And because the early bird catches the worm, or in this case, 70 Bossman shards, and 2,600 May Madness prize wall emblems. Remember when they used to say you could show your little trophy off to the kids on the playground? At least I didn't read that one.
That's so terrible.
Talent up your new Brutus Beefcake the Disciple with tokens, or take a shortcut with the starter pack. And as always, the Pro Starter Pack gives you access to a 50% discount on all items on the prize wall. Last 24 hours. Flex, event schedules. What do we got for this month?
There's something in there I don't want to talk about, but we'll go through it anyway.
All right, sounds good.
Let me pull it up. May Madness contest. So weekly events. Oh, hold on. I'm going to scroll down my side. So May Madness, obviously, it starts tomorrow, and the contest itself is starting. And basically, I'm going to go off what it shows here, even though I'm Eastern time, 11:30 a.m. Pacific time, 2:30 Eastern time. Everything else goes live shortly thereafter, so within a half hour. So anything that you have left to do, victory tours, whatever else is outstanding, especially stuff that's prick-based, just do it, get it done before basically before noon Pacific time tomorrow. Weekly events, we have MLC tours, debut recap tours, recruit recap tours, victory tours, faction competition, 24-hour revamped superstar showdown, and tour requires Undertaker Phenom. So we are going to be getting a heap full of The Undertaker this month. Now, I'm glad that they are bringing that tour back. I like that tour. There's good resources in there as well. And it's generally pretty easy, especially if you put some nice tier 6 medals on there. You can kind of cruise through it. But scrolling along, we're going to start off with the Kickoff solo contest. Yes, they still have that. Kickoff solo contest is a 24-hour variant. And then there's a Kickoff tour competition. And that's going to be accompanied by the Feud Prep lineup. So that means we're getting Feud Weekend 1. Everybody clear midweek blitz. That's going to be on Wednesday, right? So the 7th. Then we have feud coming this week, as I mentioned. And then next week, we kick off with a master manager and the midweek.
You read it without throwing up. I love it. I appreciate that.
I did. It hurts. And then and that's going to be followed up by Weekend Showdown Showcase, which I'm excited for that. I like Showdown weekends. Master Manager, again, going to kick off the following week, week 3. And then we have few prep talent up again. So it's going to be Flash going into that. We have a midweek contest, unnamed, untitled, just generic, midweek 3. And then, again, Faction Feud or Flash Feud. It should be Flash Feud, but it's not listed that way. But generally, this Flash Feud. Flash Feud. And then we have a week long for the final week, which is interesting because we haven't really had that this MLC and last MLC. But generally, the final week or 2 weeks have been very, very busy weeks. At least have we seen that in the past. So we are going to finish off this month with a week-long contest. It's going to be showdown tournaments. So it looks like that final week is going to be loaded up with stuff. And then we have, again, those 2 brutal words, Faction Boss to end the month of May, and then the Blitz finale confirmation there for those chasing, maybe finale loot for those chasing. That's going to be on June 2nd. Events are subject to change, as always. Anything you see there is subject to change.
I know it doesn't have the whole. Normally, I do the please note events, blah, 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 and I like rattle it off real quick. I can't even remember it right now, but anyway, all right. I am not going to read through this whole section much because you know what's coming. So, Brutus Beefcake, the Disciple, tokens. It's pretty much the same as what we always do. You're going to find the tokens throughout the contests. You're going to evolve them. If you plan on or even think you might decide to buy the 3-star, bronze, silver, or 4-star version of Brutus, don't evolve him right away. Wait until you buy those because otherwise you waste the tokens. Yeah, Evo tokens grant you points in the month-long contest, so keep collecting them. And then it's the same basic chart that you normally get with each little rarity here. Yeah, and when it's over, they'll put Brutus back to where you can take him up normally. Do you mind if I read the next section since that was nothing burger? All right, sorry. Limited time tours and feud contest superstars. Use your feud prep talent ups to invest in the right superstars for feuds and tours. Use previous month's debut superstars in the debut recruit recap tours, which, by the way, I like that. It makes you incentivize getting the previous characters, but you also can just use whoever. So it's like that bonus of it doesn't hurt you if you don't have them, but it does help you if you do. You get Armory loot coins, big boss man shards, and more. Tip, try getting as many debut superstars as possible each month. Just spend and get everything. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Pay to accelerate, pay to acquire.
That's right. All right, so here's what we got coming up. So chapter, I don't know what chapter means, but interesting. SmackDown ends Friday, begins 5/7 at noon. Kevin Nash, Big Kev. So we got the revamp on Big Kev, and we get a tour for him.
He's so good.
Yeah. Attitude Era ends Friday, so that's also usually a clue. Big Kev, Attitude Era. Randy Savage, NWO. We had a lot of people saying in the chat, wait a second, they keep saying the words Madness. So maybe a new Savage is an S+ tier.
Well, they just got his licensing back, right? Not that long ago?
It's been a little while, but yeah. I mean, they didn't have it for a while, and it's been several months, but who knows? Okay, here's a weird one for it. The Canadian ends Friday. So, who's the Canadian? Is it just Bret Hart? Is it, as it always, Bret Hart?
Oh, yeah, NWO, yeah. I mean, that's the primary one.
Yeah, if they require us to use NWO Bret Hart, that's going to be a pain.
Yeah, that's kind of mean. I mean, it'll be good content for your videos.
There you go. That's right. 3-minute moveset. If you can survive, use this. Yeah. Scott Hall, the Outsider. Actually, I would say not much better aside from the moment really helps him. Raw ends Friday, and then DX X-Pac on there. Weekly contest superstars include Kevin Nash, Big Kev, Alexa Bliss from last month, D'Lo Brown, Nation of Domination, John Cena, I still don't have him, and I'm so upset about that. Tori Wilson, Glamorous, Randy Savage, NWO, Thrasher again. They've been requiring Thrasher a lot lately. I don't know what's up with that.
Yeah.
Razor Ramon. What's that?
Nobody's interested in him. That's why.
I know, right?
they make him needed.
Gotta force him to be relevant. Steve Austin, Bionic Redneck, which somebody pointed out in the chat, isn't that the Invasion version of Steve Austin? I don't know. CM Punk, Voice of the Voiceless, Scott Hall, Outsider, Sami Zayn, the Champ. They're finally requiring him. I got him off the UCC thinking months ago that they were going to require him all the time. They never do. Oh, that's who the Canadian is.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. And I saw that. Yeah, it makes sense now.
Trish, of course.
It didn't hit me at first just because the whole theme has been NWO theme.
Right. That does make sense. Okay.
Yeah, I'll let him know.
All right. OTC, Roman Reigns, X-Pac DX, Julius Creed, Bubba Dudley get the tables, Undertaker Ministry, and Nia Jax, Queen of the Ring. Flex, why don't you read us the contest superstars for the next Flash feud? My daughter is asking for time on Minecraft.
Sure. Contest superstars for faction feud on 510. Now, these should count only towards the solo contest. So we see Penta Era just came out this past weekend. Big Boss Man SWAT. John Cena, Last Time Is Now. John Cena, Fruity Pebbles Special Edition, HLR. Scott Steiner, Big Papa Pump. Of course, we're probably going to see a lot of him. I do not like him. But we're going to see a lot of him probably this month.
Still need him.
Still don't like him. Bronson Reed, Massive. And Chain Gang, Fruity Pebbles, Cena, also making a reappearance this month. He will be needed again. And then the actual War Score portion is going to be more era class type, which is nice, and it's a lot more democratized of a format. So any powerhouse, any striker, any tech, any showboat, any trickster, any acrobat, any legends, any attitude, any new gen, any reality, any RA, any Hall of Fame, and then you can also overlap those. So Shawn Michaels, acrobat HBK will check off a couple of those boxes, for example. So however your lineup looks, you can overlap on those, and that is your CSS and your format for the War Score event.
Be sure to join the Champions community on the official forum and let us know your feedback. And Bro usually gets to do this secretly. I often record our WCW videos, like a couple hours before the blog reveal. So sometimes I want to mess with him and click the button so that he's like, wait a second, who saw that? Who clicked that? But I get to click it this time, so I got to be the first like. Before we end this video, what do you think about this month? I see some people saying it's going to be a sleeper. I see some people saying, like, this could be great. What do you think?
People say it all the time until stuff happens. The first loot drops, the first tour drops. Mania starts all over again. So it is what it is. If you're playing, play. If not, it'll be fine. I'm interested to see the moments. I'm interested to see if we get a new Kane or what the revamps are going to look like, because we had quite a few revamps this Mania month. So it'll be fine. Relax, take a breath, go outside, get some fresh air. It'll be a fine month.
Go touch grass. Is that what you're telling people?
Basically, go smell it. Something. I mean, people are cutting their grass. Go smell some grass. Get some. Go sneeze. Do something.
There you go.
Just relax. It's all good. It's just a game. Relax.
Right. Well, again, keep in mind it's only when we actually see the gameplay of the characters, because there are characters in this game that I could care less about their real life counterpart, but they're one of my best on my roster because of what they do. We heard last month, like, oh my gosh, are we really getting 3 John Cenas? I loved the heck out of all 3 of them. I mean, I wish I got the one, but the other 2, the Fruity Pebbles ones, I thought were great. So it's more on what the characters can do and more the structure of the events than, like, did I want the Disciple? I think it's fun. I mean, what other game has Brutus Beefcake the Disciple? Give me Booty Man gear is all I'm saying. Give me Booty Man.
Yeah, I mean, who cares? We're not going out with them. We're not having dinner with them. We're not. They're not coming to our birthday parties.
That's right.
Who cares? We're using them. That's it. They're in the game. Anyway.
That's right. Well, that's it for this video. We are still staying on stream, so for all of you who are still sticking around here, we're about to power rate Penta, which normally we do on Friday nights, but hey, we got a special time here, and then we will reread the blog in about another 45-ish minutes or less.
Yes, probably,
yeah, 30-ish
Yeah.
35 minutes-ish. All right, so that's it for this one. Be sure to, what am I saying here? Be sure to like Champions Chat on YouTube and follow TWF Gaming on both, YouTube and Twitch, or no, you're not on Twitch yet. So follow us both on YouTube. Click that like and subscribe button because it really helps us out, and we'll see you
I'm on Twitch. I just haven't done my own individual stuff just yet. I like doing group ones, just better banter and all. I'll eventually probably start doing my own, but as of right now, I'm enjoying doing it with others.
Okay, sweet. Well, you heard it here. See you on the next one, friends. Bye.
Yep. I definitely did a double take when I